Alright, so I have some unfortunate and very disappointing news. Senate Democrats motioned to concede on $2,000 checks. So the Democrats in the Senate just gave up the fight to... So Bernie Sanders previously set up a fight to... He was going to downvote the defense bill unless they got a vote on the $2,000 checks in the Senate. And the Democrats were mostly on board with him. Now they just pussied out and were just like, we're gonna still vote. They gave McConnell enough yes votes on the defense bill, and he doesn't even have to put up a vote for the $2,000 checks now. They just gave up like cowards. And this is why I hate Democrats. They don't put up a fight whatsoever. Yeah. So, yeah. They just gave up, I think mostly because they wanted their New Year's break. That is 100% the reason. They didn't want to seem like hard fighters and too much of a like fighting people. So there were 6 Democrats that voted against conceding. So, of those 6 Democrats, I just want to applaud them for their works. Bernie Sanders, of course we love him. Ed Markey, Bernie Sanders is of Vermont. Yeah, that's his state. Ed Markey of Massachusetts, good senator. He was mostly corporate in his earlier years, but now, ever since Bernie Sanders and left-wing politicians like AOC have emerged, he's moved more towards the left, so I like him now. He's of Massachusetts. Chris Van Hollen of Maryland. Elizabeth Warren of Wisconsin. Jeff Merkley of Oregon. And Ron Wyden of Oregon as well. Now, of the Democrats who voted to concede, Kamala Harris is on that list, the Vice President-elect. So she voted to give up on the fight instead of fighting for $2,000 checks for Americans. So remember that. Keep that in mind when you're saying you love her for being Vice President-elect, because she just voted to not to give up, basically. So yeah, this is extremely disappointing and a failure on the Democrats' part, mainly. And also, this could possibly cause them the Senate elections in Georgia. Because this could show, like, oh right, Democrats don't fight for us. They just kind of pretend they do. So this could put a damper on the Georgia fight, and they didn't even have to fight for that long. They could only fight for like 5 more days, and they'd probably win, because it'd be like, okay, Democrats are fighting for $2,000 checks, Republicans are blocking it, let's vote for them. But they just gave up, so that could put a damper on that. So, and also now the Republican senators can go campaign in Georgia, so that puts a damper on that. Yeah, this is why I'm for movements like Force the Vote, so we can expose these Democrats as corporate hacks. And sorry if you can hear my cat meowing. So, yeah. Extremely disappointed in that. Just wanted to update you guys on that. So, in 2022, vote these guys out. Primary them all. Except for these 6 guys. Okay? Oh, no, primary... Well, this person's the Vice President-elect. You can't really primary her. But you know what I mean. So, yeah. That's it, guys. Extremely disappointed in the Democrats for this. This is why I support Force the Vote, because we need to expose these guys and then start up a movement to primary them as just hacks and people who don't represent their constituents, because 88% of Americans support these $2,000 checks, but they don't want to fight for them, apparently. It's extremely disappointing, and this is why I'm extremely critical of Democrats, because they take up all the space to fight the Republicans and just use it to give in to the Republicans. They give up constantly. Alright, see you guys. I gotta go let my cat in.